This conference will now be recorded.
Any doubts of the previous session?
No, I can do that thing. I did it too. I created field dependency and global pick list and all.
Okay. And you have created dependency on country and state?
Yeah, country and state, and same like for marriage checkbox thing as well.
Okay. Similarly, after creating country and state, based on states, we can display cities, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Based on cities, we can display some areas, right?
Yeah.
So today work on that. Okay. Based on two more fields.
Okay.
Cities. In each state, take two cities. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
After let's see, after create one more pick list for each city, create two areas.
Okay.
Already we have displayed based on country, we have displayed states. Based on states, display city. Based on display area.
Areas. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now today we are going to discuss about relationships. Why relationships are used? What are the uses of the relationships? So one field can be property of multiple object. Okay. This gives rise to redundancy of data, which yields to which is modification yields to inconsistency. It means now what I want to do, let's log into our account, login.salesforce.com. So now we have let's switch to our institute management system application. So for this application, we have created 3 objects and 3 tabs. So if I click on new, if I click on students tab, afterwards if I click on new, this page is displayed. So here we are capturing the student details. So when students comes to institute, he will take some course, right? So here course information is not there. So how to capture course information?
We have to add that course information into the student.
Yes. Here we have to create course name field.
Yeah.
Right? And the course fees. Yes. So after creating the course name and course fields, course name and course fee, that fields will be displayed right here.
Yes.
Below.
Yeah.
So when we are capturing student information, here we will enter course name and course fee, and we will save the record.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose one student came and he took Salesforce course, and here we will enter sales fee is 1000, and we will save the record. Again, one more student came. He will also take Salesforce. Again we will enter Salesforce, and again we will enter the field, and we will save. Again, multiple students will come, and multiple students, if they take course as Salesforce, then we have to enter every time Salesforce and that fee, right?
Yeah.
We are entering same data. This data may be different, student details, right?
Yes, but
This
yeah,
detail
but
will
the
be
cost is
different, and here course name and course fee will be same. It means same data we are entering again and again.
yes.
Did you get my point?
Yes.
Is it good to enter
No,
same data? Is it good to enter each and every time same data?
no, that's time waste as well.
Now I am telling only two fields, course name and course fee. If I want to,
Yeah.
about course, if I want to capture 100 fields, then we can't create 100 fields here, and we can't enter 100 fields every time, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a good practice. So
Yeah.
that's what I told here. One field can be property of multiple S object. It means one field. Just now I told you student name and course name
Course
and
name
course.
and course fee.
So it can be property of multiple S object.
Yeah.
So if we enter every time same data, this gives rise to redundancy of data. Okay,
Yeah.
which is modification used to, it is inconsistency.
Mhm.
Okay, it is inconsistency, right? We can't enter every time same
Yes.
data.
Yeah.
So which yields to inconsistency. Next, how to overcome this drawback. Okay, this is drawback only, right? Each and every time we are entering same data. So how to overcome this drawback? So what we will do, data will be physically stores only once, and whenever it is required, we create links. This concept is known as relationships. Okay, it means
Yeah.
data will be physically stored once, only once. It means
Yeah.
whatever the data we are entering, same data for every time. So that data we will store at one place.
Yeah.
Okay, and whenever we need it, here we will create a link.
Yeah.
We will create a link. Okay, there we
Yeah.
will capture Salesforce data. That Salesforce data we will enter their name, fee, whatever it may be. Okay, we will store the data physically at one place, and whenever it is needed, we will create a link here. Then when we are using that link, no need to enter every time, right? Then
Yeah.
here we will not create these fields. That fields will be created in another object.
Yes.
Did you get my point?
Yeah, I got it. But see, about the pick list also is similarly like this, right? Like we'll be adding the data into the pick list and that can be shared between the objects, right?
What? I didn't get your point.
No, pick list value sets and all are there, no? So
Which
in
pick?
that the value is no, normally if we create a pick list, that's also the value is shared among different objects, no?
Yes, that is for only pick list values.
Yeah. Now we can't create.
Now here
We
we will
can't.
not create any pick list. Okay, we will create a link. We will see how to
Yeah.
create. Then you will get more clarity. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
After creation, you will get more clarity. If you have any doubts at that time, you can ask.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Okay. Data will be
Yeah.
stored. Data will be physically stored only once at one place, and whenever it is required, we create a links. This concept is known as relationships.
Hmm.
Okay. Why
Yeah.
we use relationships means suppose now there is student 1 record, student 2 record, student 3 record,
Okay.
and here we have student 4, student 5, student 6, and we have student 7, student 8, student 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I want to capture course details. So if I create course name, course fee here, it will save, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here I will enter course name and course fee I will save. Similarly, multiple students has come. Suppose 100 students came and 100 students took Salesforce. It means we are entering 100 times Salesforce data, Salesforce and fee, right?
Yeah.
So suppose Salesforce fees has been changed from
Hmm.
1000 to 2000.
Yeah.
So whatever the data we have entered 1000 in the student record, that
Yeah.
how many times
We
we have to change?
100 times again. Yeah.
100 times. If we have 100 students for the Salesforce, 100 times we have entered Salesforce and fee is 1000. So we have to go to 100 student records and we have to change 100 times.
Yes. Yeah.
So it leads to inconsistency. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
what I said, data will be physically stored once, right? And whenever it is needed, we create a link. This concept is relationships. So now Salesforce and the 1000 is 1000. Okay. And here Java, it is 2000. Next, .NET, it is 3000. Okay. Next, 3 students has came and they took the course Salesforce. Next, again 3 students came and they took
It's on.
Java. Again 3 students came and they took .NET. You are clear, right, this one?
Yeah.
So earlier what we have discussed, we will create a course name and course fee here. If 100 students came, we will enter here. So that leads to inconsistency. Okay. How to overcome this drawback?
We need to data is stored in one place and then that link is given there.
Yes. Whenever it is needed, we create a links. This concept is
Yeah.
relation. So
Yeah.
at one place, we will store Salesforce data.
So,
Salesforce fee is 1000, Java fee is 2000, .NET fee is 3000, and wherever we required, so we have stored the data physically at one place, right?
Yes.
Next, whenever it is required, we create a links. So one course can be taken by multiple students, right?
Yeah.
So in student, we require link. We will create a link. So student require course data, right?
Yeah.
Whenever it is required, we create a links. It means in student, we will create a link like this.
Yeah.
So there we can select whether he want to take Salesforce, Java, .NET, whatever it may be. Which course he want to take, he will take. So we will create one link in student to the course. Already we have course object, right?
Yes.
So already we have student object. And already we have course object.
Yeah.
One minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, already we have student object and already we have course object. So in student object, we will create a link to course. Okay, if we create a link to the course, then we will create only one link. No need to create all the fields in the students. That already the fields we have created in the course object, right? Course name and course fee.
Yeah. We did it.
See, course name and course fee already we have created. So now in student object, we will create a link to the course.
Yeah.
Already we have some courses. We entered Hadoop, Salesforce, Java, C, C++. So student want to take Salesforce, then we will select the Salesforce record there.
Salesforce.
We want to take Java, we want to take C++, C, Hadoop, there we will select. It means we will not enter every time here data. So we will create a link. Only data we are storing physically once at one place. And whenever we need, we create links, right? So that link will be created in the student object to the course. So whenever it is required, we will use that course.
Yeah.
Clear till now?
Yeah.
Okay. And I told if we create fields here, suppose 100 students are there for the Salesforce. If we change it means we will change it to 2000. It means we have to go to 100 records and we have to change 100 times, right? Now, if the fee change, no need of changing every time, right? Just here we will go and here we will change to 2000. So it will reflect in every student.
Yes. Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
If we change here, that fee will be reflected here because we have created the link. Whatever the changes we have made here, the changes will reflect here in the student.
Yes.
Okay. So in student, we will create a link to the course. It means where we will create the links in child object, we will create a link. So when we are creating the link, it is like parent and child. So in child, we will create a link to the parent. It means here child is student, course is parent. We can create more links, that is relationships.
Okay.
So if we change here any fee or any details, if 100 fields are there means we can change here only. That 100 fields data will reflect everywhere for every record in the child. No need to go to each and every child record and we will not change. Okay. Now we are not creating these course fields in the student fields.
Yes, we are creating the link and sharing it.
Yes, that fields will be created. What fields you want to create, that fields we will create in the course, and just we will create a link to the course. It is nothing but a relationships. Now you are clear, right? Till now?
Yeah.
Next, this concept is known as relationships. Now, types of relationships. First, self relationship. Next, master detail relationship. Next, lookup relationship. Next, junction object. It is nothing but many to many relationship. And fifth one we have hierarchical relationship. So these are the types of relationships. Clear till now?
Yeah.
So now we will create self lookup. We will see later. Today we are going to create master detail relationship.
Okay.
So when we are creating, so if I want to go to detail page of the S object, where we will go? How to go what is the navigation?
The sidebar.
Yes, quick access menu. We have to click
Yeah.
on that. We have to click on view fields or view object, view fields.
Yeah.
So when object is created, 4 standard fields will be created. In that 4, one will be text data type or auto number data type.
Okay. Yeah.
If you come down, we are creating here custom fields, right?
Yes.
So if I click on new, see lookup relationship,
Yeah.
master detail relationship, and we have external lookup relationship also.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we can create master detail relationship, right? Before creating master detail relationship, let's discuss some points about master detail relationship. First point, master detail relationship, it is created on custom object only. Okay.
Yeah.
We cannot create master detail relationship on standard objects.
Standard objects. Yeah.
It is created only. It is created only on custom object.
Okay.
Custom object means
Whatever we are creating, like custom, like student course and faculty.
yes. Standard object means whatever Salesforce has provided.
So
Those are nothing but standard, whether it can be object, tab, fields, whatever it may be. Page layout, we have record types, profiles, everything. Whatever it may be, whatever Salesforce is providing, it is a standard. Whatever we are creating, it's a custom.
Custom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is created on child object. Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Already I told you, right? Here course where it is student and course. In student, from student we will create a link to the course. It means it is child, it is parent. In child we will create a link. Okay. Next, it is created between two objects. Now we have student and course.
Course.
From student, we are creating link to the course. It means we are
Course.
creating between two objects.
Yeah.
Next. So it is one to many relationship. It means one to many means we are creating link from student to course. Similarly, we can create link from student to faculty.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is nothing but one to many. It means from one object we can create multiple links to multiple objects.
Yes. Okay.
It means it is nothing but one to many relationship.
Yeah.
Next. And if we go there, if we go to our student record, see here, owner field is displaying here.
Yeah.
Now we have not created any relationship. Before creating master detail relationship, owner field is displaying. So after creating master detail relationship from student to course, after creating master detail relationship, master detail relationship, after creating this is if we create master detail relationship from student to course, student is child object, course is parent, right?
Yeah.
After creating, owner field will not be visible in the child object, child record. Okay.
Okay.
Master detail relationship, owner field will not be visible in child object. Okay.
Yeah.
Then for every record there will be owner.
Mhm.
Suppose if I take, if we open any record, owner will be there. Who has created the record?
Yeah.
He is the owner. So this is the user, right? We are logging.
Yes.
So who has created the record? Owner will be that user. So this user has logged in and he has created the record. It means he has the owner. He is the owner.
Yeah.
Okay. And created by. Who is created this record? Okay.
Yeah.
Who is created this record? That user name will be displayed here. And at which time, on which date and at which time. Okay.
Mhm.
Who is the creator? He will be the owner initially.
Yes.
Afterwards,
Okay.
if I want to change the owner, then I can change here to another users. Till now we didn't created any users, so it will display only one user only. If I check here, only one user will be visible because we didn't created any users till now. Okay.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
change the owner.
Mhm.
It means initially who has created the record, he will be the owner. Later, if we want, we can change the owner.
Okay.
And last modified by. Modify means someone will modify this record, right? Someone will change some course name or fees. So
Yeah.
who is modified this record? So that username will be displayed here, last modified by.
Okay.
Okay. So for every record, there will be owner. So when
Yeah.
we create master detail relationship in child object, it will owner field will not display here. So whoever is the parent record owner, he will be the child record owner.
Okay.
Field will not be visible in the child object. Parent record owner will be the child record owner. Okay, in
Yeah.
child owner, after creating master detail relationship, owner field will not be visible. So when we browse, when we browse the course, so suppose from student we are creating master detail relationship, so owner field will not be visible in the student. And who is the owner of the course? This
Yeah.
course record, this is child and this is parent, right?
Yeah.
So it is nothing but child, and
Parent.
this is nothing but parent. So who will be the parent record owner? He will be the owner of the child record.
Child. Yeah.
Okay, clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Next. Next. Okay. Next. Whenever we delete a parent record, fine, the related child records will get deleted. So now we have students and course, right? We will create a link. This is child and this is parent. Now for this course, how many students are there?
3.
Huh?
3
3.
students.
So
Yeah.
whenever we delete parent record, it means whenever I delete course record, the related child records will get deleted. It means these 3 child records, student 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
These 3 records will also get deleted when I delete this parent record in case of master detail relationship.
Okay.
Okay, when we delete parent records, related child records also gets deleted. We will not delete this specifically, we will not delete this one. In case of master detail, if we delete parent record, related child records will be deleted.
Okay.
Next. Oh, now how many records are deleted?
If we delete Salesforce, 3 records will be deleted.
Student records will also get deleted. It means total 4 records, right?
4. Yeah.
Where these records will be stored after deleting?
In recycle bin.
Yes. After deleting, deleted parent record will exist in recycle bin. Okay.
Yeah.
But child records will not be there in recycle bin. Child records will not display there in the recycle bin. Okay, only parent record will be visible in the recycle bin.
Okay. Only
So
displaying, but they will be there.
Sorry?
No. Now we were telling like in recycle bin, only parent record will be displayed, right?
Yes. Child records will not display. Child records also delete, but child records will not display.
Not be displayed, but if we undo the delete button, like if you undo it, so parent record will come back, right? So child will also come automatically.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's find that one only.
Oh,
If
okay.
we delete, sorry, if we undelete, parent record from the recycle bin. Recycle bin, parent record and related child records. Related child records will be undeleted. Okay. If we undelete parent record from the recycle bin, parent record and child records will be undeleted.
Yeah.
Clear this point?
Yes. Yeah.
Next. What is there next? We can create up to 3 levels in master detail. Okay, we can create up to 3 levels. It means so this is object A. Okay.
Yeah.
This is object B. This is object C. This is object D. This is object E. Now from A, we are creating master detail relationship with object B. It means just like this only. From student, how we are creating with course. Similarly, I am mentioning this object A, B, C. So from object A, I am creating master detail with object B.
Okay.
Now it is possible. This is one level.
Yeah.
From object B, we can create object C, right?
Yeah.
So
But
it is also possible at second level.
But
Now
B
from
is the
object
child,
B,
right?
sorry?
But object B will be the child of object A, right? Like when
No. From A, we are creating to object B. It means A is child and B is parent.
Oh, okay. From that, yeah, like how the faculty also comes in course and student.
Yes.
Okay,
From B, I'm creating with object C. It means here B is the parent to A.
Yeah.
And from B, we are creating to C means B is child to B, child to C.
C, okay.
Clear, right? We will create a links in the child object only.
Yes.
Okay. From A, I am creating to B. So it's a first level. And it means A is child and B is parent. And from B, we are creating master detail to C. It means now it becomes child to the
parent. C is the parent then.
C is the parent and B is the child. If we see in this relation, B is the parent and A is the child.
Yeah.
You are clear, right?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay. Now this is third level.
Okay.
So
here,
if I try to create relationship master detail from D to E, it is not possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it is not possible because it is going to fourth level.
Yeah, only 3 levels.
We can create up to only 3 levels.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Next. Okay. So we can create a relationship like this again. So you are clear about this, right?
Yes.
Okay. While creating, we will discuss more points. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you will
Yeah.
get more clarity about this each and every point.
Yeah.
So
The before one, like 1 second.
before,
The before one, the 3-level one. So the parent of one relationship can be a child of the other one. That is
yes,
the only thing, right?
yes.
Okay.
And here if we see one point, one object can be parent to multiple yes object.
Okay.
It means, okay, when we are creating, you will get more clarity. Okay, we will create.
Yeah.
Let's create some more. So I will go to student object and I will create master detail relationship. Now this we are creating the relationship in the child. No, let's click on next. So now relate to which object?
Uh,
Course
the
object.
course. Yeah.
And I forgot to tell one more point here. It is a mandatory field. Okay.
Okay.
And one more point created between child object. Okay. Self relation is not possible in master detail. Self relation is not possible in the master detail
Master
relationship. Self relation is nothing but now we are creating relationship in student, right?
Yeah.
From student we are creating to course.
Course.
So
Yeah.
from student I want to create a relationship with student only.
Okay.
Now let's check whether it is displaying or not. Student, it is displaying?
No. No.
Because it is a master detail
Master
relation.
detail. Okay.
In master detail relationship, self relation is not possible.
Not possible. Okay.
When we are creating, tomorrow we will create lookup. At that time, when we are creating lookup, it will display here same object.
Okay.
Just like you can see, let's switch to sales application. Now we have accounts tab, right?
Yeah.
If I click on new, see parent account. Now we are creating account record and we are browsing account records. If you expand this one, this label is parent account, right? So let's pick for which object the relation is parent object, parent account. See,
Yeah. Yeah.
parent account.
Parent account. Yeah.
Okay. It's so where is that one? Okay. So if I try to create self relationship, so it is possible on lookup only. It means with the same object I am creating, I want to create a lookup relationship. It means from student to student, from course to course, faculty to faculty. It is nothing but self relationship.
Self relationship. Yes.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Now I'm in student. I'm creating a master detail relationship with course. Now let's click on next. So label will be course. If you want to change, you can change. This is the child relationship name. The relationship between student and course. The child relationship is students. If you want to change, you can change this one. Okay. Next, sharing settings. It is nothing but select the minimum access level required on the master record. Master record means, so where is this? Now we are creating links, right? From student to course, it is nothing but child and it is nothing but parent. when we are working on master detail relationship, so we call them as it is nothing but detailed object. Okay, it is nothing but master object. We are creating master detail, right? Master detail relationship from child to parent. Child is nothing but detailed object. Parent is nothing but master object. Okay.
Yeah.
So select the minimum access level required on the master record to create, edit or delete related details record. It means on parent object, we should have at least read only if we want to create child record. Okay, allows users with at least read access to the master record. Master record means
Parent
record. Yes. It means we should have at least read-only access on the master object to create, edit, delete related details record. It means to create a child records, we should have at least read-only permission on the master object. It is nothing but parent object. Clear?
Yeah.
And if you check second one, we should have at least read write permission. Read means they can view the records. Write means they can view the records and they can edit the records. If you want, if we can check whether it is read only or read write. Allows users at least read access on the master record, parent record to create, edit or delete records, delete related detail records. To create a child records on a parent object, we should have at least read only permission or read write permission. Okay. Next, allow reparenting. So I am not enabling this one. After creation, again we will come back and we will enable this one. What is the difference? We will see.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, again here we have lookup filter. We can write the criteria. Okay. We will see this later.
Okay.
Click on next.
Yeah.
See, while creating every field, we are giving permission to system administrator only, right?
Yeah.
But here we don't have edit access. Why?
Because that the user will be changed, right, to the parent.
User will be?
You said the owner, like the user, it will be changed.
Not user will not be changed. Whoever is the
owner of that,
he will be the
will be changed
of the child record.
Yeah.
Forget that. Yesterday we have created some fields, right?
Yeah.
In some fields we didn't get edit access. Why?
Because they are not mandatory that time. That's why.
Yes. But here we didn't check any mandatory, right?
No, course object itself, that field is mandatory, right? The first one, but here the course and
when we already I told you one point just now, right? It is a mandatory field. It means we don't want to select anywhere. We will not get an option to select. It's a required field. Whenever we are creating master detail relationship field, it's a mandatory field. So if it is mandatory field, it is mandatory for all the profiles, right? Yesterday we have discussed while creating fields. If the field is optional, then only we'll get an options to give permissions for the profiles. We will get an edit. If the field we make it as mandatory, we will not get an option to remove the permission for the profile. If it is required, then it is required for all the profiles. It means now we are creating master detail relationship. Master detail relationship is a required field. Required field, we don't get access to edit this one. We don't get access to remove permission for the profile. Okay. Next. Oh, this is 6. Click on next. So see, same. This field should be visible in the student layout or not. Yes, it should be visible. Okay, whether it should be displayed in a course layout. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, first we will see, before saving that, let's switch to institute management. Now, if I click on new, here owner field is visible, right?
Visible. Yes.
Now I will save that field and later I will refresh this page.
Okay.
See, I will click on save and see. It is telling cannot create master detail relationship. Why we can't create master detail relationship? You cannot create master detail relationship on existing custom object if records already exists.
Yes.
And what he's saying, you must first create a lookup relationship, populate the lookup field with the data in all the records, and then change the relationship type to master detail. We will see this second point later. Now first we will see this. You cannot create a new master detail relationship on existing custom object. Existing custom object means
That object which already exists.
no. Now we are creating master detail on which object?
Student object.
Student object.
Course.
So now we are creating master detail in student object. On this custom object, you cannot create a new master detail relationship on existing custom object. It means student object.
Yeah.
We are creating relationship in the student, right?
Student. Yeah.
We cannot create master detail on student object. Why we can't create? If records already exists. It means
all the records inside.
Already session is recording, right? Okay. So I'm opening this 4 records. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm deleting. But if the records are there in the child object, why it is restricting us to create a master detail relationship? See, after creating, that master detail field will be displayed here, right?
Yeah.
So why it is restricting us means, after creating, that field will be displayed here.
Yes.
It's an optional field or required field?
Required field.
Required field. So now if they give access to us to create a master detail relationship when records exist in child object. So now if the master detail is created, if I click on edit, that field will be displayed here, right? It's a mandatory. So data is there in this record or not? No. In this record, in that master detail field.
No, master detail record, the data is not there, but all the other data is there, right?
Yeah, other data is there. After if they give access to us to create master detail relationship on this object, if child records are there, if they give access, that field will be displayed here. That field is mandatory field. In that field, data is there or not now?
No, it's not there.
No, it's not there. If it is optional, then there will be no problem. If it is required, means data is not there. Without entering mandatory field, can we save the data?
No, we can't save the data.
That the existing records will not have the data of that mandatory field, right?
Yeah.
That's why they are restricting us. Okay. If records already exist. Now if you try to create lookup relationship, lookup is optional. Okay. Then it will allow us.
It will allow. Yeah.
It is optional. Without that data also record will be saved.
Yes.
Okay. Clear till now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now go and delete this one.
We'll have to delete those.
Yes. So I'm deleting this all 4 records. Now, do we have any data on student object?
No,
We have deleted.
all the data, their records.
We select all. It will display all records if it exists. See, no records are there.
Yes.
We have deleted child records. Now let's
Yeah.
go back, and before going that, see, now I'm refreshing this page for new record. Owner field is there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will click on save.
Save.
See, now field is created. If you come down, where is that course? We have created master detail course. Now, if I go and refresh this page, owner field will not be visible.
Yeah.
See.
Yes. Yeah.
And see here, course.
Course is there.
Because it is a mandatory field. So we will display this lookup. Okay. So now let's create one student. Student 5, date of birth, mobile number, email, so country. So he has some, this one, amount paid 1000, URL description, hi, gender, male, proof submitted. So if I click on this, see, we are having these courses, right?
Yeah.
I can click this one. It means we are storing data physically once at one place on a parent object, and we have created a link from child object to parent, from student to course. It means now I can save this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have saved. Again, I will clone this one. Yes, here I will make it as just like female, and again one student can other student can take this Hadoop course, right?
Yeah.
It means, are we entering every time Hadoop details, course details?
No.
No, we have stored the data on the parent object physically once at one place, and we have created a link from child to parent, and whenever it is required, we are making use of these links. You are clear, right? I told you that one only.
Yeah. Yes.
Data will be physically stored only once. Whenever it is required, we create a link. This concept is known as relationships. Now, it is not making any inconsistency, right? We are not entering again and again. We have created data once and we are using. So let's click on. This is the student details. And if I want entire parent record details, we can click on this link. Directly it will go to parent record.
Okay. With the fees and this.
Now we have created only 2 fields. There in going to real time on a parent object, there may be 100 fields.
Yeah.
Okay, that 100 fields data we will enter once and we will save the record. And whenever we need it,
we can just click on the parent object and it will lead to us there.
Here we can browse this one, parent details. I don't want Hadoop. I can create for Java also, right?
Yeah.
You are clear, right, till now?
Yes.
Next. Okay. Now, if already we have created student record, so if I edit this one, see, I can able to edit all the fields except this course field.
Okay.
It is coming in read-only mode.
Yeah.
Okay. If I want to change, this is parent data, right?
Yes.
If I want to change the parent data, it won't allow us at this point of time. Okay. If I want to change the parent record, then I want to go to this course field. Course field is master detail field.
Yes. Okay.
So let's go to the detail page of the student. Course is there, right?
Yes.
So click on edit.
Edit.
I already told you, right? We are not enabling reparenting.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So now I will enable this allow reparenting. It means child records can be reparented to other parent records after they are created. It means for this child student, we took as Java. I want to change it to something else. It means I want to change parent data, parent record. Okay, then we have to enable this allow reparenting. If I don't want to give access to change the parent record after creation, then we should not enable this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yes. Yeah.
The client requirement is I want to change the parent record for the
Then
child.
we need to enable
Then
it.
we have to enable this one. Otherwise, whatever it is created at the first time, it should be the final. Later, we should not give access to edit that parent record for that child record. Then we have to disable it.
Disable it. Yeah.
Now let's go and save this one. If I save this one, now I will go and refresh this one. Then we will get in an edit mode. See, now I can change from Java to Salesforce. I can save now.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if again I will delete this one. If I browse this one, all the records it is showing, all the parent records.
Yes.
Okay. Now I don't want to display all parent records. I want to mention some criteria. It means now if I go to course object, I will add one. Already we have discussed list view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will add the fees there and I will click on save. See, fees is 1000, 2000, 5000, 3000, 4000. Now, when I browse the parent data, I want to display based on condition. I want to display parent data. It means if the fee is greater than 2000, then I want to display only those records, not all the records. If I mention criteria as fee is greater than 2000 means only this 5000, 3000, 4000 records. Hadoop, Java, Salesforce will display. C, C++ will not display. Now, if I go, if I edit this one, now all records are showing, right?
Yeah.
Now, after entering criteria, it will not display all the records. So, where to go? We have to write the criteria for this course field.
Course field, yeah.
So,
course.
Now we will go to course field in a student object. I will click on edit.
Yeah.
Already I told you, right? Allow reparenting and filters we will see later. So already we have discussed allow reparenting. Now I am discussing criteria. Here we have to mention criteria. Here we have to select in student object, in student or in course, in course, in fee. Click on insert. Operator greater than value. Here I am mentioning 2000. If you want, you can enter more criteria. You can write more conditions. There you can add filter like and condition or condition. Already you have idea, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You can add more fields. We can add more criteria. As of now, I'm entering only is greater than 2000.
Yeah.
Okay. And here see active, enable this filter. If it is enable only, then only that records will be filtered based on this criteria. Okay. If we disable this one, it will not check for this criteria because we made this as inactive. We have disabled this criteria.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have
Let's
to
click
enable
on
it.
save.
Save.
Now I will go and I will go to the student page. Now I will browse this one. So this okay. Let's refresh this page. See,
Yeah.
only
The
Salesforce, Java, Hadoop is displaying. C++ is not displaying because we mentioned their criteria as fee is greater than 2000. For C language it is 1000, C++ is 2000. So the criteria is not meeting there.
Yes. Yeah.
So that records are ignored. Based on the filter, we are displaying the parent records.
Yeah.
Clear till now?
Yes.
Next. Now from student, we are now course is allocating to student, right? For student,
Yeah.
we have assigned course. Similarly, we have to assign faculty, right?
Yes.
So again, we can create relationship with the faculty.
Course.
So let's go to student object. Yeah, tell me, any doubts?
No. I'm telling course and faculty.
No. For student, we are assigning course. For student, we should assign faculty, right?
Oh, okay. Student and faculty.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So we will create relationships on which object?
Parent object.
Parent.
No, child. Yeah, child object.
Yeah, we have to create relationships on child object.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I want to assign faculty to the student. So we have to create a relationship in student. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go and create one more master detail relationship. See, by default, roll up summary. We have one option, roll up summary fields. Okay. It is not enabling. We will see that later. I will click on next.
Okay.
Now I will. It should be related to faculty.
Okay.
Click on faculty. Click on next. So label will be faculty, and the relationship between student and the faculty is students. Okay. If you want, you can change that one. And already we have discussed this sharing setting, right? Read only on the parent record, read right on parent record. Okay. And already we have discussed reparenting, and we have discussed filters.
Yeah.
Okay. Click on next. Now, because master detail relationship is a mandatory field, so we are not getting edit access. So it is master detail is mandatory field.
Mandatory.
So click on next, click on next, click on save. It is not allowing us to create a record. Why? Because now we have created child records, right?
Yes. Yeah.
If the records are exist in child object, then we can't create master detail relationship.
Yes. So we created students before.
Yeah. We can create lookup if the data is there in the child object.
Oh, child object. Okay.
No, this is child only, right, student? If the data is records exist in child object, we can't create master detail relationship. We can create lookup relationship.
Lookup relationship.
Click on save. See, faculty. From student, we have created master detail with faculty. It's a master detail, and with course, it's a master detail. Now let's go and create.
Yeah.
See, both are master details. Here we mentioned the criteria. That's why it is displaying only 3 records. Here we didn't mention any criteria. It is displaying all the records. So let's click on save. Okay. Next. I will go to again. I want to create one more master detail relationship on the student object. Okay. Till now, how many relationships we have created?
2.
2. On which object?
Course faculty.
On which object we have created
On
relationships?
student object.
On student object, we have created master detail with course and faculty.
Course and faculty, yeah.
I want to create one more.
Okay.
Okay. I will click on new.
Okay.
See, now it is grayed out.
Yeah.
We can't select. It means
Only 3 levels it is allowed.
no, that is levels. That is
Okay.
only on one object, one relationship on that time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We can create only 2 master detail relationships on each custom object. Why I'm mentioning custom object? Because we can't create master detail on standard object.
Standard object.
So on student object, we have created a relationship with the course and we have created a relationship with the faculty. It means student object, we have created 2 master detail relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. If we create 2 master detail relationship, we can create only 2 master detail relationship on each custom object. We can't create third master on same object.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Next. Now, so coming to relationships, we can create total 40 relationships. Okay, we can create total 40 relationships. Out of 40, we can create max 2 master detail relationships. Okay, we can create total 40 relationships. Out of 40, we can create 2 master detail relationships. And we have lookup, right? So we can create, if we want total, we can create total 40 relationships, 40 lookup relationships.
Okay.
If we create 40 relationships, then we don't have option to create master detail.
Yes, because 40.
Because total we have 40. If you want to create total 40 lookup, you can create. Then we can't create master detail.
Master detail.
So if we have created 38 lookups, then we can create 2 master details.
2 master detail, yeah.
If we create 39 lookups, then we can create only one master.
Yeah.
Because we have total relationships limit is 40.
40. Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Next. I will wrap it in 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
So so now we have created course, faculty, student. We have created these 3 objects and 3 tabs, right? From student, I have created a relationship. I have created relationship from student to course, and I created relationship from student to faculty. Which relationship? Master detail.
Yeah.
Here also master detail.
Yes.
It means from student we are creating master to course and faculty, and it is nothing but student is nothing but child object.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
here course is parent, right?
Yeah.
Faculty is parent.
Yeah.
Faculty is also a parent. Are you getting my points?
Yes.
And if it is master detail relationship, we can call this student as detailed object.
Yes.
And course is nothing but
Master object.
master object. And we call them as primary master. Faculty is nothing but secondary master. It means we have created from student, we have created two master detailed relationships with course and the faculty. So it is master, it is also master, right?
Yeah.
So which will be the primary master and which will be the secondary master? It means in these two fields we have created with master detail, we have created with the course and faculty, right?
Yeah.
So which field we have created first, with course or
First,
faculty?
course.
With course. So then it will become it becomes a primary master.
Primary. Okay. Yeah.
It becomes a secondary master.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and I told you, right, in student field, owner field will not be visible.
Yes.
So who will be the owner? Parent record owner. Now
Yes.
here we have two parents.
Yeah.
So which parent record owner will be the owner of the child record? First it will check for the primary master.
Okay.
Okay. This primary master record owner will be the child record owner. If we delete this field, if we delete master detail relationship field with the course, then we have only one master detail, right?
Yes.
Then this owner, this parent record owner will become the owner of the child record.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Now we have created two master details from student to course and faculty. It is master detail. This is child. And these both are primary master, secondary master. It means both are parents. And
yes.
So this student, we call them as junction object. Okay, is nothing but many to many relationship. Okay, this object is a common child. This is common child, right? For this both the masters.
Yeah.
The object which is common child for the both the masters. When we call them as a masters, when it has only master detail relationship.
Yeah.
We have lookup, right? In lookup, we can't say master and detail. We can call them as parent and child. We will discuss that later tomorrow. In case of lookup, we can call them as parent and child, but we can't call them as master object and detail object. Okay. This is an object. It is a common child for both the masters. We are creating master detail relationship from student to course and student to faculty. It means it is child object. We are making relationship with the parent. Your parent is course and faculty. We are creating master detail, right? So we can call them as master detail means master is parent object, detail is child object. So it is common child to the both the masters. This common child we can call them as we will call them as junction object. It is nothing but many to many relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any doubts? Clear, right?
Yeah.
So, and I already told you, right? Where is that? You can create two masters, self relation. Yeah, one object can be parent to multiple S object.
Multiple S objects. Yes.
It means I will create. Here I will create one more object. Here I will create one more object. Here I will create one more object. Okay. So this is object. This is object A, and it is object B, and it is object C. So from here, I can make relationship with the master detail with course. From B object, I can create master detail with course. From C, I can create master detail relationship with course. It means one object can be parent to multiple S object.
Yeah.
From here I am creating means this is parent and this is child. One object can be parent to multiple S objects.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Next. If an object has two parents,
Yeah.
okay, now student has two parents, right?
Parents. Yeah.
If an object has two parents and that object cannot be parent to another object.
Oh, okay.
Now I have object D, so I want to make relationship with the student. From D, I am creating master detail means it is not possible because this object is already parent to the two objects, two masters.
Yes.
An object which has two masters, that object cannot be parent to the another object.
Another object.
And we can create up to two levels. Already we have discussed that.
Yes.
Three levels,
Yeah.
up to three levels.
Yeah.
Like
so if
this.
course object is deleted, all A, B, C, and student all will be deleted, right?
Sorry?
If course is deleted, course object is deleted, A, B, C, and D, and the child
We will see
student
that one.
object.
Yeah, we will see that one. I forgot to show that one. So now we are having any student records? Yes. Click on. Now for that parent is, see here owner field is not displaying, right? For this parent is Salesforce. So I will delete the Salesforce record. See, now Salesforce is not there, right?
Yeah.
And if I go to student record is not there. So let's go to recycle bin. See, Salesforce record. It is showing only parent record.
Yeah.
Not showing child records. Now if I check this one and if I click on undelete, see, I will go to course. See, Salesforce record has back to courses.
Yes.
Let's check student. See, students also back. It is also undelete, but child records will not be visible in the recycle bin.
Yes. See, if for this course is one parent and faculty is one parent, right?
Yes.
So if I deleted course from the parent list, the student is related to course and the student is related to faculty as well.
Faculty record will not be deleted. Even though it is parent, even though faculty is parent to student, if I delete course, if I delete course record, the student record is related to course and faculty, right?
Yeah.
So if we delete course record, the related child records which is related to faculty, this child records also gets deleted. Even though now we have created one student, right? Student 8. It is related to faculty also, right?
Yes.
So even though it is related to faculty, when I delete parent record, whether it can be course or faculty, the related child records will be deleted. This parent record will not be deleted.
Yeah, but the child record of that faculty thing
Anyhow,
also.
Anyhow, it is common to both faculty and course.
Yes. Yeah.
But this another master record will not be deleted.
Okay.
The related records will be deleted, even though it is child to faculty. Even though it will delete if I delete any parent record.
Okay.
Clear?
So from the whatever is connected to parent record will get deleted if it is whatever child objects are connected, they all will get deleted, right?
Can you repeat once again?
What I meant to say is, see, course has a object as a child record, child, and B as a child, C as a child, and student as a child. So if I delete course, all these will get deleted. Not like
Yes.
hello. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go and see some points. What if I miss anything? I will cover there.
Okay.
So object relationships.
Okay.
Relationships in Salesforce are used to connect between two objects. We are connecting, right? Two objects.
Yes.
These are different types of relationship. Master detail, lookup, many to many. That is junction object. Already we have discussed, right? Common child to the both the masters.
Yes.
And we have discussed master detail. Hierarchical relationship, external lookup. Roll-up summary we will discuss later. So this is master detail. It is one-to-many relationship between two objects.
Yeah.
From one object, we can create relationship with the multiple objects.
Yes.
So it is one-to-many relationship between two objects. Master detail relationship is like parent and child relationship. Already I told you, right?
Yeah.
So master represents a parent object.
Yes.
Detail represents child object. Already I showed you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
While giving links, it will be the parent, it will be the detail. Okay.
Okay.
Next, we will create a master detail relationship on many side of object or child side of object. We are creating relationships on which object? Child only, right?
Yeah.
System will allow the user to create master detail relationship only on custom objects.
Custom objects. Yes.
Only on custom objects. Already we discussed this point also, right? And if you are trying to create master detail relationship on standard object, then system will not display master detail relationship radio button. Already I told you, master detail relationship will be created only on the custom object, not on standard objects. Okay. Next, master detail relationship field is required field. It's a mandatory field. System will not allow users to create master detail relationship when there is data on the child object. Then what we did, we have deleted the records, and data means records.
Yeah. And then again we created them.
We created the relationships.
Yes.
Okay.
After we saved.
If two objects are connected with master detail relationship, if master record is deleted, then system will automatically delete the child record as well. Already it is deleted, right? When we delete the Salesforce parent record, student also deleted. Deleted child records will not move to recycle bin. Only master record will move to recycle bin. We have seen only master record, right? In the recycle bin. Child records will not be in the recycle bin. If we undelete the master record, corresponding child records also undeleted. Child records also undeleted, right?
Yes.
Next, if master detail relationship field is created on object, owner field will not display on the child object. Already I told you this point.
Yeah.
Owner field will not be displayed on the child object. Whoever be the parent of the master object, he will be the parent of the child object.
Yes.
This already we have discussed. Even we can filter the records displaying the master detail relationship by adding the filter criteria. Already we have added, right? P greater than 2000.
Yes.
Use lookup dialog layout and certain fields on the lookup window. Okay, we didn't discuss that one. We discuss this tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sharing setting. Already we have discussed. When we want to create a child record, we should have access on the parent record. Either it will be read only permission or read write permission. And already we have discussed allow reparenting.
Yes. Yeah.
If I want to change the parent record for the child, then we should allow
it. Yeah.
Otherwise we can't create. This is about read only and read write, and allow reparenting. Child records can be reparented to another parent record. It means we are changing parent record, right?
Yeah.
We can update the master record in the child. Next, important points to note on master detail. An object can be mastered to any number of objects. I told you, right? An object can be parent to any number of objects.
Yes.
maximum we can create up to 2 master detail relationships on object. Total how many relationships we can create?
40.
40. Out of 40 we can create only 2 master detail relationships on object.
Yeah.
Child object also can be parent to another object up to 3 levels. Already I shown you, right? 4th level it is not possible.
Yeah.
If an object is having 2 master detail relationships, then it cannot be parent to another object. See, object is having
2 master
detail relationships. We are having 2 master details with course and faculty. Then it cannot be parent to another object. If I from another object, if I try to create a relationship with the student master detail, then it is not possible.
Yeah.
Self relation is not possible.
Yes.
You cannot create relationship from on object itself. Means on which object we are creating a relationship. I want to create a relationship with the on same object. Then it is not possible on the master detail. If it when we are creating lookup, it is possible.
Okay.
So workaround solution on master detail. System will not allow user to create master detail relationship when there is data on the child object. Okay, already we have seen this one.
Yes.
Converting relationship solution. So we will see this later. Converting. If you convert lookup relation to master detail, but only lookup field in all records. Okay, we will see this one. Okay. We have standard objects, right?
Yeah.
Account, contact, and opportunity. So account and opportunity are connected with the master detail relationship. But internally it will show as lookup. We will see this. Already time is going. Okay.
Oh, no worries. Yeah.
I just with 1 minute of time for showing. Tomorrow we will see. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
Account and opportunity are connected with master detail relationship. But when we see the fields, you can go to the opportunity object and see what is the relationship between the opportunity and account. It will show as lookup only. But internally it will work as a master detail. Okay, we will see that tomorrow. And lookup tomorrow.
Can you share these notes as well to me?
Yeah, I will share. I will upload in the drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Try to work on this. Tomorrow we will see lookup relationship.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.